campground is public property that was given to the city of Winona by a man called John Latch with the intention of providing access. John Latch hoped to make the property available for people to be in and recreate well into the future, knowing that the pressures of privatizing these lands right next to the river, that the pressure was there, and so he wanted to protect these opportunities for people to continue to recreate.
John Latch used to love, he was an outdoorsman, loved to be on the river, whether it was hunting, fishing, just paddling, and, had gotten into some situation where a landowner told him, you can't be here during a storm, even on the river. So John, as I've heard it, made it kind of a mission of his to buy these wetlands in these areas throughout his life, with the ultimate goal of giving them to people, townships up and down the river here. I've heard 18,000 acres total that he had bought and given back to him when he died. He deeded those lands with the sole intent of creating access to nature for people. So protected spaces that are, for you and me and everybody to get on the water, and Prairie Island happens to be on some of that land. So I know that Ann and I in our business use that as as part of kind of the mission of what we want to do here, allowing and making space for folks to come in here and respectfully engage with nature and the surrounding lands. The standard kind of amenities people would expect at a campground that we have are, like RV, electric and water sites. We also have like a dump station, shower house, things like that. But we also have a beach. We have canoe, kayak rentals. We have a disc golf course. And then we are, a campground situated in a park. So within the park greater, we have a dog park, rentable pavilions. We have boat launches, trails, things like that. So the greater area offers a lot of amenities and quite a few things. We're also 5 minutes from downtown Winona, so I would say that that's often an amenity a lot of places don't have, is proximity to a town like that. But I think some of the things that we really like to focus on as far as amenities are having paddle sports here, bikes to rent, like keeping people active, getting them moving, are, I think, really significant.
I think getting kids involved and being outdoors and being with their families is at the heart of what we try to provide as a place to go camping. That when kids are able to spend time outdoors with their families, they're going to be healthier and happier, but also they learn about the environment in such a way that they become invested in understanding and caring for the land as adults.
So Prairie Island Campground is situated right at the downriver side of the lock and dam system. The lock and dam is on the main channel. Where we are in this slough here there's a spillway system, so it creates a barrier that diverts water. So right in front of the campground during normal river conditions is a very calm body of water, creating really access to the river that is almost doesn't exist anywhere else in this area. It's typically considerably calmer and more accessible to people of all different skill levels. So having paddle equipment here for people to launch right here, I think is really desirable for families. But we're also, in addition to that, we're situated right on a state canoe trail. It's a designated trail right here. We call it the Blackbird Slough Trail. And that's just a part of that trail, but that's a very backwaters, kind of windy through the backwaters, a lot of nature, a lot of birds, a lot of turtles. You get to see a lot of wildlife in there that kind of comes to a point at the main channel of the Mississippi River where you're looking at the main channel, you can see the city of Winona, the interstate bridge. It's kind of a really nice, an hour and a half thing for families to do, to paddle out to a place called Turtle Beach. The one thing was I didn't anticipate the number of smiles this garden created. I mean, like, people walk up here and you just see this look on their face like, oh my gosh, there's this really great garden growing here. And then there's a table full of vegetables, and we just invite people to grab fresh vegetables. And I think when a lot of people think of camping, at least in modern times, it's a package of hot dogs and marshmallows as opposed to, a really nice big tomato, some zucchini and peppers and lettuce. And,
It becomes an invitation to people who may not be camping out here, people who live in Winona, to come out to this space on a regular basis and have this whole other connection with community and nature, that it just provides another reason, another really healthy reason for folks to be here.
We have campfire concert series that happens all summer long. Saturdays, we usually do like a 6 to 9 p.m. Event with those. It's early enough, doesn't go so late. We invite people to come out. We have food trucks. We have, a beverage truck. We do desserts. We invite some vendors occasionally to come out and, vend different things that they sell. And then there's also Boats and Bluegrass Music Festival. That's, 18 years old. The festival's been here about 15, 16 of those.
Winona State has the Warrior Expedition as a freshman orientation community building experience, and that's really great to host. Hearing all the hooting and hollering from a distance really puts a smile on my face. And then also there's different schools in the area that will bring their kids for an overnight camp out. Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts, different organizations from the metro area. And so those are always really nice events to host, because we know that with building those positive experiences, that a lot of those kids they'll be back and they'll bring their families with them.
So here's an invitation, to anybody to come into this space.
Really appreciate that. Just really enjoy feeling those connections with especially the college students in town.